What's up, my dudes? Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a most excellent day today. So before we get into the meat of this, I am just going to go through all the legal bullshit. In case anyone watching this is from the groups who I am commenting on in this video, please don't bother copyright striking me. This is covered under Section 30 of CDPA 1988 in the UK and Section 107 of the Copyright Act in the US. If you try copyright striking me, I will counter it. I will go legal quite happily, so don't bother, it's covered under fair use. Thank you very much. So yeah, on to the meat of this video. Free Fall 2023. I was expecting all sorts from this con. I was expecting fireworks, I was expecting drama, I was expecting explosions and chaos. And what did we get instead? Well, we got well, not even a whimper. It was pathetic. It's like nothing happened. I mean, I can't even say it was the con fading into history, because from what I saw, the con was gone. There was no convention. It was just bollocks. It was nothing. It was an empty convention center. Like last year, supposedly there was almost 200 attendees at this thing, and this year there was what? Maybe 30, 40 people, most of which were staff. It's like, the hell is this? I was expecting juicy drama, not this pathetic shit show of nothingness. I mean, hell, I've seen more going on a Tuesday night bingo hall than was going on in these videos. I mean, what the hell? Not gonna lie, I am actually disappointed that nothing happened. I mean, as far as I can tell, it was literally just the Furry Raiders and a couple of others. I mean, they were the usual gnarly types I was expecting to see at the con, like Foxler, that candy corn cunt, and Crusader Cat. But other than that, it was a ghost town. I was expecting tumbleweeds to blow through. It was that empty. And what really tickles my pickle about all this is how big they were talking before the con. They were like living it large, like, oh, this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. They were posting all over the place, you know, really promoting this. And then nothing happened. It was the biggest anticlimax in the history of furry anticlimax. Yo, what happened, fellas? What happened to all this hype? Everything that was supposed to be happening. It was just, nah, dog, this is bollocks. I thought you guys were supposed to be uncancelable because, you know, this is looking pretty cancelled to me, my dudes. Like, no word of a lie, more people turn up to my local furmeet than went to this convention. I shit you not. I mean, check out this video. Credit to Slaughter Pony for actually videoing this. And then compare it to videos that I've done in my local furmeets. Look at the fucking difference. It's like empty, full. 3 people dancing in a room on their own. Fucking epic stage dancers having a blast. It's like, nah, dog, there's no comparison. This wasn't a furry convention. It was a mid-tier furmeet at best. And they spent so much fucking money on this. I mean, they got all the standees and all the posters and the fucking ball pit with fucking ribbons and bollocks and going on. They have wasted so much money on this convention, which was at best just another furmeet. And I've seen multiple reasons as to why this has happened. Some people are saying that last year's con was so shit people just didn't bother returning. And you know, I can see that happening. I mean, from what I saw of last year's con, it was pretty lame. Other people are saying it's the whole Peace Wolf drama. And a lot of the people who are interested in Free Fall are the hard Christian types of furries, like Crusader Cat, that dickhead. I mean, come on, dudes. Who looks at a bowl cut and thinks, yep, that's the haircut for my fursuit? Yep, perfect. Anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, you know. But, you know, the types who are like, you know, my holy matrimony. Because, you know, you all know the deal going on with Peace Wolf and divorcing her husband to go with Jason Effects in Camp's Corner. And I know that's probably pissed off a lot of the types who would normally attend Free Fall. That could be a reason for the low turnout, or it could just be that people have realised these people are shitty. I'm not going to go to their con. Kind of hoping that's happened a fair bit, but either way, massive, like, you know, 80% attendance drop. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious, my dudes. And on a bit of a controversial side note, congrats to Peace Wolf on coming out as, I presume, bisexual or pansexual, or one of the two, you know. They are obviously now in a relationship with a man and a woman, so they're polyamorous too. So yeah, happy days. I hope this has opened their eyes, because I've heard they used to make a lot of homophobic comments, and hopefully they've thought about that and they regret doing that, and maybe we'll see an apology, I don't know. But yeah, apparently Peace Wolf is now not straight. But one of the things that really amused me is their rave. that they supposedly had during the evening. Now, not only could they not even be bothered having a DJ for this rave, they just set Spotify to go and just play the fucking playlist. But nobody fucking turned up. There was like 3, maybe 4 dancers tops. Most of which being staff again. I mean, look at this video taken by Slaughter Pony of their rave. I mean, you know, you got Jason Effects here doing the Theresa May dance. You got a couple of others just kind of generically moving around, and a bunch of people standing around the sides watching them. Now compare this to the recent furmeet dance that happened at my local furmeet down in Cardiff, where we got like, yo, 7 or 8 fucking fursuits up on stage fucking blasting it to classics. And it's like, what the hell? This is supposed to be a convention and that's the best they can muster. This was a local free furmeet and they're fucking rocking it. How badly do you have to fuck up for that to be a reality? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. My local furmeet, the most recent one, was fucking banging, dudes. You all need to come down to Cardiff. Come chill with the Cardiff crew. And like I said, it is a free furmeet. They do now have a Ko-fi to support them, organise things, but it is absolutely free to turn up to Cardiff furmeets. And like I said, in the evening, there's a fucking after party that's bloody banging. So yeah, come on to Cardiff furmeets for dudes. Anyway, back on subject. And I mentioned they had a fucking AI DJ going on, you know, fucking Spotify AI. Well, they also used AI for most of their advertising. I mean, all the standees at the con itself and everything in the convention itself looked to be like legitimate art for the most part, but when it comes to what they were posting on their Twitter, it was all this fucking AI bollocks, and it was like the usual bollocks you get with AI, like fucked up hands and fucking generic staring off into space faces and all that usual bollocks. It's like, bro, did you guys not think, you know, maybe putting a little bit more effort into your advertising? I mean, you had a bunch of random furry artists who were staff, like that Camp's Corner lady or whatever, who could have legitimately drawn something for your advertising, but nah, man, let's go on Mid-Journey and just churn out some random bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if that, you know, contributed to the shit turnout in a way, because a lot of furries who don't know anything about this group would see the AI art and be totally put off, because, you know, the majority of the fandom know that AI art is bullshit. I can only assume that the furry raiders are running out of money by this point, and that's why they chose to go with AI, because it's fucking cheap. And on the note of cheapness, their next year's guest of honor is none other than the leader of the raiders, Foxler. It's like, bruh, it's like, are you guys that cheap that the only guest of honor you could get is a guy who was going to be there anyway? And he's probably paying his own way again, because everyone knows that Freefall is bankrolled by the furry raiders. Anyway, back onto what happened at this year's con. They did supposedly have a couple of panels, one of which was a bunch of guys sitting in a room tasting soda. I mean, what the fuck that is the lamest shit I've ever seen. And looking from the picture, the attendees thought the same, because there was like 6 of them in the crowd. They also had a comedy act going on, but they couldn't be bothered getting to Griffin back apparently. They had that dickhead Magnus, the guy who had the Confederate fursuit and has been known to rip off other fursuits that people have made, including the late Lemonade Coyote, which is pretty gnarly, dude, because, you know, what the fuck makes you think, oh, this guy's just died, he was a beloved member of the community, I'm gonna rip off his fursuit? Like, what makes you think that? Well, apparently he had a comedy show where he lip-synced to some bullshit. And I tried watching this online on Slaughter Pony's video, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this bollocks? I've seen more comedy in a fucking ant's nest. I've seen more comedy at a fucking funeral than what this dude was bringing to the show. It's like, this is the lamest bollocks ever. Not that it fucking mattered, because there was like 3 people in the crowd. Again, there was nobody attending this bollocks, so the convention was more of a joke than anything he set up on stage. Actually, no. The biggest joke of the whole convention was what they called a dealer's den, which from what I can see had one table. You know, they were selling rather suspect DVDs like Song of the South, which is a well-known racist film. It's like, bruh, you kind of fly in your own colours here. I mean, like, you guys say you're not Nazis, you say you're not racist, and then you got a guy selling this bollocks at your convention. You can't make this shit up, can you? But what really makes me laugh is supposedly 16 of the attendees went with a top tier plan for going to this con, which is like $500 US to attend. 16 people supposedly spent $500 to attend this shit show. Although I suspect that they probably didn't spend $500 of their own money. I think the raiders probably passed out a little cash for them to spend so they could claim that they weren't funding it when really they were. Because everyone knows Candy Corn Cunt and the Furry Raiders bankrolled this whole fucking convention. I mean, look at what you get for like, what, $40 to go to this con? It's like empty fucking halls and nobody doing anything. Versus absolutely free, coming to my local Furmeet. You got over 100 attendees just kind of chilling and having a blast. It's like, which would I rather do? I think I'm going to go to the free Furmeet, thanks. And by the looks of it, most people are thinking that way. Because like I said, went from 200 supposedly to just about 40 at best. Probably next year, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to make some bluster over the next couple of months. And then it's just going to die. I think it's just going to fade away into the background. They're going to go all back to their Nazi little shitholes. And no more free-for-all. Either that or the Furry Raiders have got even more money that they fancy wasting, and we'll see another shit show next year. Either way, if nothing else, it's a great way for us to pick out all the gnarly dudes who we don't want to associate with in the future. If you want to go hang out with 40 supposed furries who've got some of the gnarliest views in the fandom, full of hatred and bigotry and all that bollocks, yeah, whatever. Go attend free-for-all, it's your call. Just don't come crying to us when people blacklist you from their comms, you know, all that kind of stuff. But if you actually have an ounce of conscience and want to be a decent dude, go to any other furry convention, or even any other Furmeet, anything other than going to this free-for-all. And I guarantee you will have so much more fun at any other event. Because, you know, just look at these videos, the empty halls, the Theresa May dance. I mean, what got into his head that he thought, I'm going to do the Theresa May dance? It's like, bruh. And shout out to Slaughter Pony for taking all these videos and, you know, having the balls to actually go to this con. I don't know much about this dude. I've not really interacted with him online. I don't follow him or anything. But all these videos, credit to this Slaughter Pony dude. He took them. If anyone knows what this dude's like, you know, drop me a line in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Consider joining my Patreon, swing by my Discord, all that good stuff as well. Other than that though, you have a most excellent day, an amazing weekend, and party on, dudes. Take care. Ta-ra.